Hey guys, what's up? I figured I should finish the testimony that I made in the last video that I couldn't finish. Sorry, I have to do something actually, because when it comes to those testimonies, I don't have enough space on my computer, which sucks. So I'm gonna delete some. Like, I'm getting constant messaging that I don't have enough space. I don't think it's true. I just think that I kind of like should agree with it, like because I don't wanna end my YouTube career. I guess so. I guess this is tricky actually, but I'm gonna do so anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna do so anyways, and it sucks basically, but that's what I'm gonna do. So bear with it. Empty. Yeah. I look like a retard today because I've been cutting off my hair. I figured this girl named Brooke had a point when she said that us people who pull our hair, like we should kind of like not have so long hair. Like, that's what I figured. So I stopped pulling my hair. Sorry, I stopped pulling my hair because I cut my hair off. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, but basically this I have to check it one more time. No, let's try this as well. No, come on. No. This is so stupid. No. Yeah. Empty. Yes. I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to continue that testimony. So basically, I have a very meaningful connection right now. I have a very meaningful relationship. Something that I value very much, something that I'm very fond of. I love this relationship, and it's because it's with God. It's with God I have this relationship. I love God, and He gives me so much attention, and He gives me so much care, and He gives me so much understanding, and He gives me so much help. He helps me also so much, okay? And He tells me all kinds of things, okay? That's why I love God so much. And basically, I wanted to speak a little bit about what happened to me after junior high, because there was something that happened. Like, I didn't want to forgive a lot of the people that before had hurt me and stuff. I was very unloving in junior high, and I kind of like, there was people I didn't want to forgive. And God actually spoke to me through some other prophets, some prophets that I don't that I don't know. I don't know who they were. Like I don't know who these people were, but they actually said that if I don't repent, then I'm gonna have some horrible time in the new city I was moving to. And I was not prepared to move to the city. I was moving by myself, and I was basically going to be at a high school, at an elite school. I I suffered so much. I was not prepared for even grocery shopping. I was not prepared for like making my own food. I was not prepared for like good transporting myself from the house I was living in to the school. I was not prepared for all the school difficulties. I was not prepared for. I was not prepared for all these things. Like I was not prepared for all these things. Like I was not prepared for uh, paying my bills and stuff. Like I was not prepared for anything because before that I had no experience with like taking responsibility. I was not responsible at all. I had some responsibility, but I'm like my responsibility was basically watching what I was doing and like being responsible with the other people, kind of like being a good person to other people. Like I was trying really hard, but I was not good at it. I was never good at it. I was not good at being good to other people. That was my responsibility before that. But when I came into high school, it was like all about surviving, which I was like, I never thought much about surviving because I was taught about dying to myself and stuff, like dying to myself, and that I was my biggest enemy and stuff. Like I was watching all this Chinese. Sorry, I'm very sorry about this, all you Chinese, but I was watching a lot of Chinese martial arts movies. I was watching all these movies about dying, about to yourself. Like I was also a Christian, so I thought about dying, like taking up the cross and like walking with God and stuff. And I was like, I did not have a concept of surviving. I did not have a concept of surviving. I also had like a concept of slavery because my like I was told about this thing about when Jesus tells the disciples that the biggest one of you is the ones that are slaves. So I was like, I was not into surviving. I was not into surviving at all. And so I ended up becoming really pathetic in the end, kind of like pathetic. But those 2 years at school, like they shaped me. They made me so cruel. They made me so ridiculous in my head. Like they made me so insane. I became insane. I had the curses in you find the curses you find in the third book and the fifth book after uh, when you start reading the Bible, the third book and the fifth book, that's the curses that came over me. Like that, those curses came over me because I was really not forgiving these people, okay? And I was getting so damaged. I was getting insane. I was getting really insane. And it was the most terrible thing you could ever imagine. It was so terrible. I suffered so much. I did. And there was a lot of like I could not survive very well because there was like I was just like a beggar because I was just like a beggar kind of like because it was like I was in the house but my but like the room I was in was very cold, so I was always freezing. I was always freezing, not like eating very well. these were like professional psychiatrists, professional psychologists, and they were really messing with my head and really pushing me, putting me full of drugs and putting me full of medicine and stuff to make me have sex, to make me get horny, so I would have sex. And they were like always, all these people were like trying to get into my pants. They were themselves trying to get into my pants. And it was like, it was horrible. It was horrible. And I suffered so much. But then there was actually some very nice people that came to me and tried to help me out. There was actually a Chinese lady, I think. There was a Chinese psychiatrist or psychologist or something. And she was very nice to me. She would always something that I had always tried to tell my psychiatrists and psychologists, but they wouldn't listen. Like, I was telling them that my dad was like, he wasn't a bad guy. I was telling them that he was a good guy. And I was also trying to tell everyone that my mom wasn't like a bad person either. Like, I was trying to like be nice to everyone. I was not trying to tell anyone that anyone was like bad person, that anyone was a bad person. But then when they were pushing me, I would always say like, no, it's my mom. My mom is the bad person. My mom is the bad person. That was what was happening. Okay. When they pushed me, I always made sure that my dad was the one that was getting the respect. Okay. That was what happened. And now I'm reading the Bible a lot. I found worship music that I like. I even found worship music that I like, because before I wouldn't find worship music that I could stand, and I would hate all the worship music. But now I even have worship music that I like to listen to, and I'm loving this relationship that I have with Jesus Christ. I'm loving this relationship I have with God. I love God. I love Him very much. He helps me out. He tells me things. He takes care of me. He doesn't overstep his boundaries. He helps me out. And so that's what's going on. Okay. So that's my testimony. There's actually there's actually sort of like 3 or 4 years that were very hard as well, but I'm not gonna talk about them right now. So yeah, bye guys.